Okay, so again, I thought that she was gonna like go for it, right? Because we know she's got this fantastic range. Kia ora and welcome. My name's ZoeStibi and I'm a vocal coach with over 18 years of experience in teaching people like yourself how to sing. Check out the link in the description below if you're interested in singing with more confidence and more control, because my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, is accepting new students. In today's analysis, I'm so excited. You've been wanting this for a long time, well, for a couple of days now. Lady Gaga with Happy Mistake from her brand new album. Cannot wait, let's just get straight to it. See what she's up to with her vocal technique.
Lady Gaga!
I'm acting in this play of comedy with tragic words. The audience was smiling, cheering out a scene absurd. I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on.
Wow, that is so beautiful. We've got this chest voice quality, but there's not a hell of a lot of pressure behind the sounds. We've still got a lot of cry in the sound. Da, 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 da. Lots of room, and we're probably going to hear a little bit more vibrato coming in. Let's just watch that again.
I'm acting in this play of comedy with tragic words. The audience.
There you can hear it. Think audience, da da. And there's this allowance of the vibrato to come in there. So vibrato is something that we need to allow to happen when we get good vocal fold closure, and not the other way around. We don't force vibrato to come in.
The audience was smiling, cheering out a scene absurd. I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on. I feel so crazy. My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
Wow, yeah. We've got this head voice sound with no breath coming in through the sound. And I have not seen the movie and I've never heard this song before, but this is very much giving me vibes of like those two sorts of sides to Harlequin, where we're really feeling that she's actually quite a sensitive character, but she comes across as being not so sensitive. So we're getting this kind of feel that's almost dreamlike in the way that she's singing it. Let's just go back at that start of that pre-chorus.
I feel so crazy. My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
Oh, wow. But we've got this completely taking most of the air out of the sound, and you can hear that swinging of the vocal folds, that little bit of vibrato coming in there. And again, that's because of that really good vocal fold closure that's going on. We need that cry, that in order to get that sound. And my head is full of broken mirrors, and she's not going broken mirrors. She's not clicking down into a really, really thick vocal fold quality. She's still taking the weight out of that sound.
In a bad way. If I could fix the broken pieces, then I'd have a happy mistake. A lonely disposition, poor Portraits of a strung out girl. How would I get so addicted to the love of the whole world? I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on.
So we've got this, we know that Lady Gaga is the most amazing performance artist. So like everything that she's got here means something to do with the song, and her vocal choices mean something as well with, with the meaning of the song. So we've got this sort of like softer sound coming in, and as she's going through the second verse, she's building up the pressure. So really, it's not only about volume. So volume is one of those knock-on effects that we have through building up the closure of the vocal folds or thickening them up. But we can also build up the pressure, but still kind of keep that volume away. So she's keeping it out and sort of slowly building through the second verse there. Let's just watch that again.
A lonely disposition. Portraits of a strung out girl. How would I get so addicted?
And then you can hear this, how I get so addicted. She's adding a little bit of that pressure coming in there. And now she's going to add in the darkening to again just accentuate that tone. So every time we're adding layers to the sound, so we're building up as the song's going on.
To the love of the whole world. I can try to hide behind the makeup, but the show must go on. I feel so crazy. My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
Okay, so again, I thought that she was gonna like go for it, right? Because we know she's got this fantastic range and this fantastic like vocal ability in the way that she's moving around. So the way that she's going into that slightly more classic, we've got the complete juxtaposition now, which again, this is what I said, this is like very Harley Quinn when we are going from that softer kind of sound and now into more of this rocky sound. And you can really hear the difference there. The first one, very much sort of a musical theater sound. And this one, like no vibrato in the sound, very straight tone, vocal folds thicker than thick, definitely belting in there. Let's just go back to where she switches up into that high note.
The show must go on.
So we've got that show must go on. So we're up on the E5. Show must go on. Now, if you are a belter, once you kind of like get into the slipstream of belting, you can kind of belt for days and days and days. So this won't be high for Lady Gaga. She's a very accomplished singer, but a lot of people might find that E5, well, actually, most people that haven't been belting for a long time might find that E5 to be quite challenging. So I want you to think about taking the song maybe a little bit down and building up the strength that's needed for that belt. Really think about the cry. Focus on the cry.
But the show must go on. I feel so crazy. My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away.
So you can hear that where she's going, yeah, there we go. I feel so crazy. I can't do that. But that constriction, that was like, sound like a chicken. Yeah, but she's doing that constriction on that, but actually she's not really getting hugely louder in the second part of the song. It's not like she's adding then more weight and trying to kind of like disturb the tone in lots and lots of different ways. She's just adding that bit of crazy. I mean, that's just, she can do it so much better than I I can. But just adding that little bit of color can do a lot for the sound rather than piling in a whole bunch of different effects all at once.
My head is filled with broken mirrors. So many I can't look away. I'm in a bad way. If I could fix the broken pieces, then I'd have a happy mistake.
So when she's going broken pieces, she's taking the vowel back. You can also see I don't know why she's doing that, but she's Lady Gaga. And when you get to kind of her level of singing ability, there's lots of different things that you might see them do, but it might not work for you, but it works for them. So we, as vocal coaches, wouldn't try and change that about their technique unless they were struggling with something and being like, okay, I really need to have a look at this because it's causing me pain or discomfort or it's causing nodules or something like that. So she broken pieces. Again, the tongue going backwards, darkening the sound. Again, this is one of these layers of effects that we can add in, a layer of coloring. But again, that pieces is kind of, that darkening is adding to this moaning effect that we've got going on in this verse.
If I could bottle up this sunny day, so brilliantly, it'd wash away the sad mistakes. I could hold my heart in a safe place. All I need to breathe is one happy mistake.
It's interesting actually because this is sounding very clean for Lady Gaga. So it makes me think, has she got like a new vocal coach? Has something happened in her voice? I'll be so interested to know. Let me know down in the comments as well if you would like to have a then and now of Lady Gaga's sound, because this is, for me, very, very different. I'm used to hearing a lot more constriction in the sound, almost a little bit more, perhaps she's given up smoking. I'm not really too sure. It sounds very clean. Yeah, it's very clean for her sort of sound. So again, nothing really changing there in that second one. What are we up to? Like the third chorus, that I broken, da, da, da. We're in this pure belt sound. There's no vibrato in the sound. And you can see there that the energy is coming in or raising in her body and then the way that she's performing the song, but nothing's really happening at the vocal fold level. And when we get into belt, which is one of the loudest sounds that we can create, we can't then get louder on the sound. So we need to make it look like we're bringing more energy into the sound. But again, moving the body, using more with the consonants. Actually, if I'm completely honest, I was really expecting something a little bit more from this last chorus. I would have expected her to go like a little bit crazier, because I think, like in my mind, I think of Harley Quinn and I think of sort of even more crazy. I don't know about you. Let me know down in the comments what your view of Harley Quinn is. I feel like this is a little bit tame actually at the end. And when we goes, I say only because I know that Lady Gaga can go higher, and when you're at her level, like a C5 is not a particularly high note. So when we go, I was sort of expecting a little bit more fireworks, I think, from her performance. Let's just watch from this last verse.
One happy mistake.
I almost feel like it's a bit of a prayer. I would da, 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 da. Sounds very much like I'll always remember us as well. Hello, da, 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 da. But of course she wrote both of the songs. It doesn't really matter. There's both really, really fantastic songs, and there's a reason for that because they're just really great melodies. But for me, it's sort of feeling like she's pleading out. She's pleading to whoever Harley Quinn believes in. But again, we're staying in this very, very similar vocal quality, definitely belt the whole way. And you notice there's a real absence of any kind of darkening, real absence of any kind of constriction coming into the sound. She's wanting us to focus on the lyric rather than focus on all of those vocal fireworks. Oh, lovely. What a fantastic performance. And you can hear that she's the ultimate performer, but you can hear that kind of labored breath going in there. I think she's putting that on. Obviously she was going, she's a fit person, right? She jumps around on stage. So this is nothing for her that's particularly difficult. So she's putting that in to make it, that's that really hard moment at the end. And we can use our breath to accentuate our message and our breath as almost like a punctuation. So don't forget the breath when we're singing. We want to also use that as a way of expressing our song. Oh, I absolutely love it. So exciting to have a look at her new performance. If you've enjoyed this video, then hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you around here more often. If you want to see more Lady Gaga, check it out up here. And if you would like to learn to sing and you're interested in singing lessons with myself, my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, is accepting new students. So check out the link in the description below for your information about that. I'll see you around here next time. Anyone can learn to sing. You just have to have the tools to learn how to do it. And that's what I'm here for. So see you around here next time. Happy singing. Ka kite anō.